welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about something very exciting, at least for me. We're going to talk about 5 ways to get more movement within your day. So this is a topic that I particularly like because a lot of time I hear people complaining about, oh, I have to go to the gym, I have to schedule 1 hour in order to get this thing done. And if I'm honest, 1 hour is a big commitment, right? We don't always have that 1 hour to commit to go to the gym. So I want to offer a couple of ideas, a couple of tips in order to help you to get more movement throughout your day and possibly expand your horizon on some ideas that you never thought about. So I have my list here, which might explain why sometimes I'll look down. But let's go to the first one. So the first one is just stretching. I feel like it's kind of obvious, maybe not. Stretching is moving. I personally like to stretch first thing in the morning. It gets me going. It makes me feel like I've already done something for my body. It makes me feel like I'm starting the day on the right foot. And it doesn't have to be a full 1 hour session. We're not doing that. I'm talking about 5 to 10 minutes where you're just wiggling your body around. Think about it. Your body basically went through like a kind of a death because you were asleep on your bed, just lying down. So it feels good to bring back life by just standing up, moving a little bit, doing anything that feels good to you, moving side to side, shaking your body, anything that feels good. It's just a 5 and 10 minute routine. It's a quick win. You can get it done very easy, and there's no rules to that. And what I love about that is that it's a routine that really promotes longevity, because if you stretch every day and it's part of your routine and you do it for 10 minutes, this will compound. Those benefits will compound. Think about it. You're in your 60s and you'll be one of the rare 60 years old that can actually reach their total because they've integrated stretching within their practice. So I wish more people did that, and this is something that I want to offer to you. This is my tip. Just try stretching like 5 to 10 minutes first thing in the morning. Hopefully this is something that you want to keep doing. So the second tip that I have for you, and this one is actually very obvious, it's just walking. I feel like we live in a culture where we all know about the benefits of walking, but sometimes, and I get it, like you're tired, you're just exhausted. What I want to offer as a switch is just let's do it as a community. So for example, the way I like to integrate walking within my daily life is that whenever I have lunch, I usually go to the office. So I'll have lunch at the office and then I'll tell my colleagues, let's just go for a walk, 10-minute walk. Let's just loosen up our limbs and get that movement going. It's really helpful if you do it after eating, because it really helps with insulin resistance and really lowering your blood sugar after eating, especially when we live in a society. I have a desk job, everybody's sitting at a desk. It feels super good. I have movement breaks with some of my colleagues, so we'll be like, oh, I'm tired of sitting down, like let's just go grab coffee and we just walk. I feel like that's super helpful. And mind you, I understand that sometimes we live in places where it's really hard to go out. Maybe the culture is mostly around like everybody has a car. I don't have a car, so I don't necessarily understand like the intricacies of relying so much on a car. But I do challenge you to go to the extra step of walking a little bit more. You'll be surprised by how many benefits your body can reap off of it. And I'm someone, I don't like running, but I actually enjoy walking. I live in Canada and I used to hate walking in winter. Now it's in winter, it's March, but we have a snowstorm outside. But I've come to the point where I'm now walking like anywhere between 30 to like an hour. Sometimes after workouts, like my gym is kind of far, it's 40-minute walk away, but usually I walk to come back after the gym class because I actually enjoy it. Even if it's winter, I like feeling the fresh air, being outside. We spend so much time inside, and winter is really long here, so it actually makes me feel really good to step out and walk. And it's like I'm already out, so might as well do that. I actually take the metro to go there, but to come back, I'm like, okay, I'll just take the walk. So that's another tip. Walking, it could be between 5 to 10 minutes to an hour. You don't have to make it a whole thing, but you can make it a practice that you integrate. One thing that I also started doing is walking and reading at the same time. So when it's really cold and I'm like, I don't want to go out, I'm very fortunate that I have a treadmill in my apartment building. I just step on the treadmill with my book and I start walking. I put it at the normal speed, nothing too crazy. That way I'm not worried about like slipping and falling. But that's what I do. I'm reading and I'm walking, and I can do that for, a good amount of time. What I really want to reinforce here is that you don't have to do it for like 20-30 minutes. You can build up to that gradually, but I want you to start developing that habit of just walking. Oh, let's go to the coffee shop, let's just walk there. Let's just walk there. I feel like that would walking more is a big change that people can put into their lives, and it's a big lifestyle change. You don't realize, but if you do it over a long period of time, then you start seeing the benefits of that. Okay, the third thing, my third tip is go to a class. I know I talked about that 1 hour, having to free up that 1 hour, but I think it's important to reframe it. So if you spend 1 hour doing something that you actually enjoy, you might be surprised, if you find a community and you find a class that you actually enjoy doing, it'll be easy for you, it'll be fun to go back to. So for example, I told you in the first video that I posted on this channel that I like aerial hoops. That's what I do. I have a show coming up in May. I'm doing a competition next year, and it is so much fun. It's not your regular hobby. I don't go to the gym to do it. It's something that people find funky and like intriguing, but I love it so much. I found the community. I find the circus community to be so interesting, and because I found that class, now I get to move. For me, it's a privilege because I get to explore and be super creative with aerial hoops. So that makes me happy. So what I want to offer to you is just try to discover if there is a class that you like. Sometimes there are classes that I don't really like I know a lot of people are into Pilates. I enjoy it sometimes, but I'm not the biggest fan of it, right? I was a lot into dancing classes for a while. I stopped doing that because I wanted to focus on other things. I tried volleyball for last summer. I didn't like it at all. I'm realizing that I'm not really like a group sport type of person, especially because I feel like as beginners, like I'm a beginner, so I was really bad at volleyball, and everybody was a beginner on my team. So we just kept making mistakes, right? So for me, it wasn't fun because it was like, okay, everybody's making a mistake and this game is not progressing, right? And I didn't have the passion, the patience to keep going. So but that was still like a community. I got to meet people. I got to like get my butt up and like actually go somewhere and do this thing, right? So whatever it is that you find intriguing, if you have a class and you're like, oh, I think I would enjoy that, just try it. If you find that one thing that you really like, and it doesn't have to be like a forever thing, but that one thing that you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. And actually a lot of classes, like you can find really interesting classes at a community center, so it doesn't have to be something expensive. A lot of classes are free as well. Whatever it is, just find one thing that you like, and that's something that you can integrate within your routine, and that way it becomes effortless. And there's also the added aspect, the added bonus that you get to create a community, be part of the community, and it's just so much fun that way. Okay, Okay, so fourth tip, walking while watching a show. So I am like a lot of people. I enjoy to watch shows like Bridgerton. I enjoy my time with Netflix and chilling, right? But one thing that I started doing was to work out while I'm watching those shows. Um, that way I'm not just sitting on the couch for a long time. I actually get to move. So usually I'll just play like a very easy workout video while I'm watching the show. So I'll have like my tablet or my laptop um, right in front of me, and then I'll have the screen where the show is playing, and I'm following the class while watching the show. But you don't even have to follow a workout. You can just do random steps like 1 2 steps. Just get your body moving. You can do that for 5 minutes. Sit down, and then after 10 minutes you just stand up and you start moving again. That's one way that I found to increase my movement throughout the day, because I'm just sitting down watching the show. Might as well make something out of it and get the body moving. And I feel like it's lots of fun. Like if you have a family, you can do that with them, the kids join you. I feel like it's fun. So that's something that I can that another tip that I can give you. Just make it worth your time. Like you're watching this show, you're already sitting in front of the couch, might as well get some movement in. And then the last tip, and it's actually really on topic because I'm doing it right now. My last advice would be to sit on the floor. So I'm sitting on the floor right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm actually sitting on the floor, and that's something that I did on and off for a while throughout high school. My school desk was actually, I got like a mini like living room table, and that's where I was studying. So I was sitting on the floor a lot because I read about all the benefits of sitting on the floor. And now that I'm getting older and I'm starting to hear more about aging, and I'm starting to worry about aging as well, right? How do we age gracefully? How do we age in a way that we're still like, I want to be alive and well when I'm old, right? I don't want to be a burden for my kids or my or any of my loved one, really. So for me, that question of how do we remain functional as we get older is super important. And sitting on the floor forces you to sit up, sit down, stand up, sit down. So you're working those muscles, which are super important. There's also a flexibility aspect to it, like sitting in the cross-legged position really takes a lot out of your hips, out of your ankles. You're working on your ankle flexibility. There's a lot of benefits around this, right? There's a reason why in Asian cultures, people still sit on the floor. Like, it's super useful. And I think this is something we should bring back in our more Eurocentric American cultures. So I encourage you to actually sit on the floor. And mind you, I'm not perfect. You can see that big couch that I really enjoy using. But anytime it comes back to me, I don't force it, but I'm like, okay, can you actually sit on the floor? So I do that a couple of times a day, and it really makes a difference in terms of flexibility. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm super comfortable, right? And that is something that is super useful as a practice, especially as we grow older. To find a comfortable position for you, maybe you put blocks underneath, you put a little bit of cushion to help you at first, and then slowly, as you get more flexible, as you stretch, you start removing all the additional support and you feel more comfortable in this position. But if you do integrate this, I feel like the impact on your life will be really amazing. So that's it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comments, tell me which one you feel like it's easier to implement in your practice. Just take one and stick to it for like 30 days and let me know what you think. If you enjoyed it, let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.